Listen, Greg, that's your name, right, Greg? My bad. As a half Korean man, this makes me very sad. It hurts my heart. You know what flavor you should discover for the first time? Hang on, stay right there. For years, Uncle Roger made a career roasting other people's cooking. Now he owns a restaurant, and Gary Eats just reviewed it. As someone who's owned restaurants, I can tell you, it changes everything. Let's see how Uncle Roger handles being on the other side. Shout out to my amazing patron, Guitar Man 53.
First one's in. There's only one table left and all the other tables have gone. I like it.
I like that we seat him next to this cupboard. Inside that cupboard, that's where we hide the body of all the people who leave us bad reviews. Uncle Roger have restaurant in London and Malaysia. Today we're gonna roast my London restaurant. Because Uncle Roger loves to roast other people, but sometimes I have to roast myself to keep things fair.
Here we are in China.
That's fair. Yeah, this is the new Uncle Roger opening. I heard about this dude. I think he's a food reviewer. Some of you have put his original video on my radar. And, you know, I've been doing so much content with Guga as of late. Didn't mean to name drop, but I kind of realized that I have not been reacting to Uncle Roger as of late. So here we go. Saw this come up on my feed, decided to check it out.
Town in London. Kawan, behind me.
What?
Who owns it? Uncle Roger.
Yeah, it pronounced Kawan, not K1. Kawan means friend in Malay. K1 is what you say after you eat at Jamie Oliver restaurant. Okay, want to leave now?
This restaurant has just opened. Okay.
Iconic. This picture right here is from the iconic episode. I think the first time Uncle Roger reacted to Jamie Oliver. And this video did very well for myself as well, because I reacted to Uncle Roger reacting to Jamie Oliver. And that totally changed my life. Admittedly, I am still getting views on this particular episode. I'm still getting a lot of traction from Jamie Oliver stuff in general. If you saw my latest video where I had Guga try Jamie Oliver's fried rice, Korean fried rice to be specific, that video has been doing great and has been a new format for me where I kind of do a replication of the dish, but also do my own version, and you guys seem to like it. Make sure you check it out.
You've got to bear in mind where we're located. It is not a cheap area.
That matters a lot.
Yeah.
Price-wise.
Central London. Chinatown.
Yeah.
Oh, and he walks into that.
But this is the quietest Uncle Roger ever see Chinatown. And notice that Chinatown gate right in front of my restaurant. That's why you can never take beautiful straight-on shot of Uncle Roger restaurant. That gate always blocking. Hiya. Uncle Roger, I tried to remove that gate one time, get arrested by police. So when we design restaurant, we think to ourselves, okay, what are we gonna do with this gate? I know, let's make front of restaurant. Same color as
That's
gate.
pretty clever.
So the color don't.
I think it adds, that was actually a very smart move on his part. It blends in for sure. And I think the gate now adds to the whole facade, but you are right. I mean, he also has that sign, that pedestrian zone end sign right in front. So yeah, that's a bummer. My place, Mission Sandwich Social, is on the corner of South 2nd and Bedford. And it is just clear as day to see it any time of the day. Again, right on the corner, highly visible, and I pay for it. Just to add a little note, location, as I'm sure you all know, absolutely adds to the price you're paying, and it's just plain and simple. It's just plain simple fact, you know, and that is why a restaurant located in a high rent area has an even harder job to do, because if people are going to part with their hard-earned money, you better bring it. You better bring something good. So what Uncle Roger has done here is no small feat. He is putting his name literally on this restaurant, and he talks a lot of shit about a lot of people's food. So he better bring it. I'm very curious to check it out. There's been a little bit of talk about possibly going to London with FRENCHY and Guga. We'll see if we can make it happen. You know, people assume because I'm a chef, I cook every meal, but absolutely not. Today started with filming videos for the YouTube channel. Then I went to my restaurant, Mission Sandwich Social, did a bunch of work there. Just got home. It's pretty late. I forgot to eat. Thankfully, past Brian made a good decision. Cook Unity. Cook Unity is a chef-to-you meal delivery platform that connects you with hundreds of fresh, fully prepared meals from award-winning chefs. There are over 400 meals to choose from every week, representing more than 45 cuisines, and everything arrives fresh, never frozen. Tonight, I'm going with Marcus Samuelson's spicy lamb rigatoni bolognese. Pat LaFrida's jerk chicken rasta pasta is a go-to of mine. Did I mention he's been on the channel before? Then there's Harold Dieterle's buffalo chicken crunch wrap. That wasn't a tongue twister. By the way, Harold's a buddy too. Great chef, terrible golfer. The coolest part about Cook Unity is that these aren't random frozen meals. They're dishes created by chefs whose restaurants I'd actually go out of my way to eat at. But all I have to do is throw it in the microwave, and about 2 minutes later, dinner's ready. As someone who cooks for a living, sometimes the best meal is the one I don't have to make. If you want to give Cook Unity a try, click the link in the description below to get 50% off of your first order. Again, to get 50% off of your first order, click the link in the description below or use the code Chef Brian Tsao 50.
Uncle Roger hate this stupid gate.
I got here a little bit early because the queues have been absolutely massive.
He say got queue. Then the camera show no queue. Why you show no queue in 4K? That's how you know Uncle Roger didn't pay this guy to review my restaurant. This is the worst marketing.
Interestingly enough, I reviewed Jamie Oliver's restaurant, which is only 2 minutes that way.
Really?
Right.
Interesting if they bump into each other, wouldn't it? Very
Maybe one day?
I hope so.
Is it nearly?
That'd be
open yet?
great.
Okay. I guess he early. That why no queue.
Going to start with the biggest one of the lot. Fried rice from the
That looks
village.
great.
So basically
Yo,
it's-
nice. This dish inspired by Malaysian nasi goreng kampung.
A spicy egg fried rice. The aroma from it
But look at this.
is
Look good.
it's
It
incredible.
looks great. You can see on top, if I'm not mistaken, those are crispy anchovies. So my wife is Malaysian, and she uses a lot of those anchovies. And over the years we've been together, I have seen her numerous times with her family picking the guts out of the anchovies. So you can buy the anchovies pre-guts picked out and or not picked, and it's something you put a big pile in the middle of a table and everyone sits around it and starts picking anchovy guts. I know it doesn't sound very appetizing, but holy cow, are these things a flavor bomb. I mean, natural MSG. No other way to describe it. It's an unbelievable flavor, whether it's on rice or even in your broths for soup, so on and so forth.
So I'm just going to mix it up.
See how
some
deep the
chilies.
color is. So much flavor, so much sambal. This not your regular egg fried rice,
Nope.
okay? We got shrimp, scallop, fried anchovy, chili, everything.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just say the same. They do a take on Gordon Ramsay's
Crazy bowl.
beef Wellington here as well.
Oh,
That
Correct.
does look quite.
I want to say, just from a restaurant operator point of view, a sandwich shop, whatever you want to say. Some people give me shit when I say my sandwich shop is a restaurant. But anyway, when I look at this bowl with that that the fried rice is in with that crazy handle, the thing I think of is what a pain in the ass something like that is going to be to maintain. These things are going to receive a lot of wear and tear. They're very awkward to clean for the dishwasher or your dishwasher machine. They inevitably break. Do you want to keep up with that aesthetic? So then at some point you have to buy more, or you buy a shit ton of them and store them somewhere because you know you're going to have to replace it. So if I was opening up a place that was a little bit more casual, I would not go for something that insane plate-wise. But sometimes, as a restaurant operator, you do want to go that extra mile and have something that really sticks out, because especially in today's day and age, with social media, you've always eaten with your eyes first, right? Your eyes and your nose, right? Before you even put the food in your mouth, you smell it coming, you see it coming, and the presentation and what dish it is in plays a huge difference. But now with social media, you definitely want something to stand out. But again, as a restaurant operator, I see that. I see huge pain in the ass.
Incredible.
Chinese Wellington.
Prawn in
What?
there.
You didn't order Chinese Wellington? Hiya, nephew Gary, you fucked up. Honestly, Uncle Roger thinks Chinese Wellington, our best dish on menu.
Wow.
Even better than fried rice.
That looks pretty bomb. I'm going to assume that's a duck leg, right? Wrapped up in puff pastry. They even have the little webbing on it. You know, the I forgot what the fuck it's called. You know, when you do that design on the Wellington. Let me know in the comments below. I make sandwiches for a living, man. I don't remember this shit anymore. That looks great. I definitely want to try that. Okay, what do we have here?
Thank you.
Wings.
Moving rapidly on.
Looks
So then
like
you
they're
have the,
griddled or grilled.
Rumah wing.
Rumah wings.
This rumah wing. Rumah mean home in Malay.
Okay.
Because this chicken wing remind Uncle Roger of home. Notice how much char we have on there. If you eat grilled meat like satay in Malaysia, you see all of them cooking on this homemade DIY piece of shit charcoal grill, and every time the meat come out full of char and full of flavor. And
dude, so in Malaysia, you have a lot of these night markets. There's just, you know, hawker stands, just stand after stand after stand. And, you know, it kind of like forms this big circle of stands, right? And in the middle is all the seating. And it's so chaotic and so big and so packed. I hope Ian, our wonderful new editor, can find some B-roll of it. It is so hectic and chaotic. When you order, they say they'll bring it to you. And I remember the first time ordering, I'm like, do I have to take like a ticket or a stand with a number on it? No. My wife's like, they'll find us. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, they'll find you. And they find you every single time. It's unbelievable. It's kind of crazy. But it is one of my favorite parts of Malaysia and Southeast Asian dining culture in general. And this is something you'd see in those markets, straight up.
this is char, not burnt, not overcooked. We do this on purpose.
Is Uncle Roger sweating, or is that just acne?
You fucked up.
These are smoky. You've got barbecue sauce here. Then you've got a mango salad right next to it.
The mango salad is Malaysian achar. The sweet, tangy, fruity salad. It's like Malaysia version of som tam, Thai papaya salad.
Love Thai food in
I don't know what
general.
the right way to do this. On the menu, it says here, Rumah Wing. And I was like, blimey, it's going to be a lot of money, £15.90 for a wing. I just want to get in here.
Really?
That's right. If you see menu now, we have grammar mistake there. We forget to put S in wing because Uncle Roger English not good.
It's going to be a lot of money, £15.90 for a wing.
If you go eat at Kawan now, every dish actually cheaper.
That's really reasonably priced. Just looking at the prices without really reading the menu, it portion wise and stuff, it makes sense. Especially considering the area it's in. Yeah, to me, it's reasonably priced. Let's keep checking it out.
Then when nephew Gary go there, I think now we serve this dish at $12.90. Yeah, Uncle Roger love lowering prices because I hate money. You know, as the saying go, if you want to make $1 million from restaurant, you have to start with $2 million.
Yeah,
Trust
for
me.
real.
Restaurant, very difficult.
Yeah.
There's no money in it. Uncle Roger just doing this out of passion.
You know, oftentimes, many times, I was about to say that leads to some of the best restaurants, and I still hold that true. When you open up a place out of pure passion, usually the focus is going to be on the experience, whether the experience is focused on the food or the dining experience as a whole. So generally no expense is spared. But if you don't have someone in the mix of that team watching over the finances, that can go down really fast. So you can have the best food in the world, you can have the best dining service and the whole package. But if the finances are not right, you won't survive. You won't be able to stay in business because it's at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. And how do I know this? Because my place, Mission Sandwich Social, almost shut down due to myself not knowing the numbers well enough. And I had to hire a consultant to teach me how to manage this stuff. And I am very glad to say, knock on wood, that we are doing just fine now. We are finally in profitability. It's been a great turnaround, and I actually ended up enjoying the business side of restaurants more than the actual cooking side. And I'm really excited to be opening up another location sometime next year. That's my next big project when I can freaking get to it. But the point I'm trying to get to is what Uncle Roger's saying right here holds a lot of truth, man. Restaurants, really hard to make money. If you're making a 10% margin, right? So if you sell something for $1 and you're, 90 cents of that is your expense, 10 cents of that is the profit you get to take home. That's a 10% profit margin. You are in the minority, my friend. Okay, you are in the minority. Okay, a place like Mission Sandwich Social teeters between like 4 and 6, maybe sometimes 7%. Lately, it's been more like 5 because the cost of food, at least here in the States, has gone up very recently, insanely to insane amounts. It's been. There's people you can blame, but let's not go there.
Try the rice first. Let's get a lot of it. The one thing I've not mentioned all the way through this so far, the food is all from Malaysia. Yeah, Malaysian food.
Malaysia inspired. Of course, this is not traditional Malaysian, like nasi lemak, char kway teow, Hainanese chicken rice.
Love all
because
those.
Across the street from Kawan, we have this traditional Malaysian restaurant already called Rasa Sayang. So we cannot just create same dish and compete with each other. We want to offer something different.
Yeah. Again, I keep bringing it back to how this relates to me. There's a coffee shop 2 doors down, and I would really love to start selling breakfast and coffee. I think we have amazing bread at Mission Sandwich Social, but you have to think about your neighbors too. What's the point in selling coffee if there's already amazing coffee 2 doors down? Am I going to be able to sell you a better coffee? Is it even worth it? I take those things into account. And when you open up a place, you have to think about your potential competition. A lot of respect.
Look, I will get into the chopsticks. No one panic. I will get in because it's rice and it will take me forever to pick up. Look. You'll see
No
for
rice,
yourself,
you
okay?
spoon.
There you go. I'm useless now. I'm hopeless.
Seeing nephew Gary use chopstick, it's like seeing baby learning to walk for first time. So innocent.
So, FYI, the way I was taught to eat with the chopsticks and the bowl and all that stuff is, so my father's lineage, my father's from Taiwan, but my father's family's lineage comes from Canton, the south of China, Guangdong. I would argue that the most popular Chinese food people know is generally Cantonese-ish. It's especially in America, it's kind of an offshoot. It's its own thing now, but it's really an offshoot, in my opinion, of Cantonese cuisine. Anyway, the way I grew up learning how to use everything was you generally hold the bowl and you use chopsticks, and you pretty much, use the chopsticks to grab stuff, and you eat over the bowl of rice. And if you want rice, you kind of shove it in, okay?
Nice.
And then there's like a little plate on the bottom. So if you have in my family's case, there was like a piece of paper or napkin or newspaper. And, generally Chinese food is made bone in, right? So whether it's a whole fish, bone in, or chopped up chicken bits, bone in, you eat it, whatever bone's there, you spit it out on the napkin or whatever. In a restaurant, they'll give you a small plate. The spoon is generally reserved for the soup. Just the way I was taught and grew up, FYI. Let me know in the comments if you have a similar experience or anything different.
Okay, what he think?
White boy, spiceless. That is incredibly spicy, though. He's laughing.
They're not that spicy.
That has caught me right out. When it said it's spicy egg.
Listen, Greg, that's your name, right, Greg? Shit, my bad. My wife is Malaysian. okay? She is from the country and she cannot tolerate spice. And she has given me offspring that also cannot tolerate spice. And as a half Korean man, this makes me very sad. It hurts my heart. It's strange. It's very strange.
I wasn't
So
expecting
don't
it
feel
to be
bad.
that spicy, and it really is kicking back. But the flavour of the rice is incredible.
Yeah.
Now,
Did he? Unless you eat chili straight up, it's not that spicy. Did he eat some chili?
there you go.
No, he just eat
I'm useless now.
rice and egg.
No.
Yeah, there's no chili in there.
Even if listen, this guy, if he thinks that's spicy, it's because he's not accustomed to it. Straight up.
Really big spice pussy.
Or
Jamie?
that.
Jamie Oliver, take a look here.
Yeah,
No
please.
chili jam.
Yes.
That right.
Put chili
Even nephew Gary, no.
jam.
Okay.
With it.
I like this guy. I
Portion wise,
I
I,
gotta
like
check out more of
I
his
love
stuff.
the presentation. Look at that. She
Yeah.
actually said to me, please don't pull it from the top. She clearly knows who I am because she's like, you'll drop it, everything will go wrong. I think she,
There you go. What did I say? Maybe that piece, I think that looks like carved wood or maybe some kind of a formed plastic, molded. So I don't know. But what did I tell you? They had to give you instructions. The server had to give this dude instructions on how to deal with this plate. What a pain in the ass. To me, logistically, it would just be too much to think about, personally.
you got a point there.
Unless it was something you brought to the table to present and you served out of there, or you finished the dish and then put it on their plate and took it away right away. That's a little different. But then that crosses over into the territory of fine dining.
The reason we say don't move it from the top is because that wood part
It is
connect
wood.
to the metal part
Yeah.
with little screw. And
Okay.
in restaurant, when you serving, you never want to have loose screw in your dish, because if loose screw fall into plate,
Yes.
someone eats screw and die. What you gonna do?
Yeah, well, so again, case in point, don't fucking use it.
The scallop is beautiful as well. Soft. A touch lost because of the background spices. And I'm telling you, there's a
No,
lot
that's
of
your own
spices
fault.
going
You're
on.
too weak.
Yeah, just spice pussy.
Where got lost?
Rice goes,
How can scallop get lost? It's right there.
but as egg fried rice goes, that is phenomenally good. I'm not just saying this.
Okay.
Bang.
Thank you for your kind word, nephew Gary. But this not egg fried rice. Don't call it that. Egg fried rice, anyone know how to make at
Right.
home. But this one advanced version. And you can tell nephew Gary really like it. Look at his eye. That's the face of British person discovering flavor for first time. Fuyo.
And you know what flavor you should discover for the first time? Hang on, stay right there. Clearly, I was not prepared for this plug. Gochujang. Gochujang. Shameless plug. Gochujang à l'orange. Shameless plug. Shameless plug of gochujang à l'orange. Okay? The reason why I'm so proud to plug my own hot sauce together with Frenchy, of course, my co-host, who is not with us today because he is on vacation. Okay? We do our own fulfillment. So I kid you not, little Tsao, my daughter, my older daughter, and I, once a week, fulfill merch orders together. And she loves it. Little Tsao loves it when you leave a note for her, which, when you're at checkout, you can leave a note to request a RIVAGE t-shirt. That's right, Frenchy's restaurant, RIVAGE. While supplies last, you get a free t-shirt with every order, okay? Doesn't matter the size. Can be 1 bottle of sauce, can be 3 bottles of sauce. Every time you order, you get a free tee. If you don't specify the size, you get what you get size-wise. But if you do specify your size, and if I have it, we will send you one of these. And this is I think it's the duck à l'orange. Yeah, this is the duck à l'orange one. We have a bunch of them. So pick up a bottle, all right? And if you shout out Little Tsao in the order, in the little text when you request your t-shirt size, she generally will draw a little doodle for you on the shipping label, on the packaging slip, rather. All right, keep watching.
Is up there. Whack. What it is it's
Whack.
really
It's
Moorish.
whack.
borderline addictive.
Addictive.
Beautiful crunch. Look,
Addictive is highest compliment that chef can get. You mean my fried rice as good as gambling, alcohol, and heroin? Nice.
then you have the dried onions on top, so that gives another little crunch.
Okay.
You've got the softness with the fried rice. Then there's heat coming in from the egg, which gives a richness to the whole thing.
Yo, Uncle Roger actually like how nephew Gary described food. And he think and then use very descriptive words.
The softness with the fried rice, which gives a richness to the whole thing.
Notice how you never say it tastes like tap water.
Be tasting tap water right
Yeah. Burn.
now.
Cocoa butter. Hire this guy.
Take
Yeah,
a
for
close
real.
up in there. Look at this.
That our dry Wagyu curry.
Oh, that looks
It's
good.
dry curry Wagyu. It's hot.
Oh, they got looks like fried basil on top, right? Oh, nice touch. A little crispy, intensify the flavors. Let's see what it's
Spicy.
about.
It's a dry coconut curry. Get a close up. I want everyone to actually smell that.
That bowl that curry's in, that's like a very common bowl you'll find in Malaysia. I always thought it looked like a doggy bowl personally, but that is like, I've seen that numerous times.
The aroma is wow.
No matter how close you get, we still cannot smell nephew Gary. That's not how camera work.
Right.
Okay.
But it looked good. Close up look good.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's chicken.
Transfer one to the other.
Usually we have it with rice. We don't just raw dog curry like that.
Yeah.
God, that's not for the faint-hearted. The coconut absolutely helps that come down. There's no doubt it's like the coconut that's in there. That helps it come down.
To add to what Uncle Roger said, you usually eat that with rice. And earlier I was telling you how, the way I grew up, in Cantonese background, you hold the bowl and you scoop the rice with your chopsticks. So in Southeast Asia, let's add to this a little more. In Southeast Asia, and specifically because I know a little bit more about it, Malaysia and Thailand, the food's served on a plate with the rice. And then you have your accoutrements, right? Whether it's on the plate and or in a bowl, like you see this curry. And you scoop over the rice, and they actually more commonly, eat with a fork and a spoon. And the spoon is in your dominant hand that you shove into your mouth, and you use the fork to scoop onto that. So same continent, completely different way to eat the food. Just something I thought about when Uncle Roger said, we usually put the curry over the rice.
Ever so slightly, you'd have everything in there. You've got the spices, the black peppers, the cardamom. And it's a real glossy, concentrated
and you
sauce.
see the little droplets, deep and intense red colored droplets of fat everywhere. That's how you know this curry was cooked correctly, because in Southeast Asian curries, you will cook the coconut milk in the beginning until it breaks, which in Western cooking is a big no-no. You actually don't want your fat to separate and render out. But in this case, it's a desired effect, and it adds a huge element of the flavor. Exactly what it is, I couldn't give you the scientific explanation. In fact, I couldn't give you the scientific explanation of much to begin with, but whatever happens in separating the fat from the coconut milk solid and cooking the shit out of it and then adding your spices to that, it just, I know what happens when you add your spices to that rendered out fat. It intensifies the flavor of the spices. And in fact, I would argue, even in Western cookery, you would want to roast your dry spices first before you cook with it. Just great rule of thumb. It adds an additional element to your dry spices.
A lot more than I thought, as I say. Let's get the...
And notice how at our restaurant, all the bowl and dishes are different. Because all this bowl is stuff Uncle Roger find in my closet. Why waste money to buy a new bowl?
But then you have... Sorry, the rice is so addictive.
Yeah.
Addictive.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the magic of MSG.
to add to what Uncle Roger said about all these bowls and stuff are different, and they come from his closet, there is actually a lot of truth to this. And I was just talking about this idea with a friend of mine, Jeremy, the current general manager of Le Rivage. And he has been operating restaurants for decades. Good friend of mine, great guy. When you go to Le Rivage, ask for Jeremy, tell him Chef Brian or Paul sent you. He'll definitely take care of you. But Jeremy told me, Jeremy and I were talking about how, 10, 15 years ago, you could get a restaurant open for relatively little money. When I say relatively little money, for New York City, that's like $200,000, right? All in to get a place open. Now, whether you can get it to profit and sustain yourself without a nest egg or runway, as we'll call it, to get the business going is another story. But one of the ways you saved money was by not buying brand new silverware and dishware, that you bought used stuff. But often you can't buy, for example, if you need 100 sets, right? Let's say you need 100 forks or 100 plates. When you're buying used, you're going to be very hard pressed to find 100 used forks that are all the same, 100 used plates that are all the same. So you mix and match. As long as they're similar in size, right? You can interchange. So there was a time when there was a lot of restaurants in New York City. You can tell they're mom and pop, but you can tell they were opened up with just a lot of elbow grease and minimal capital investment. And all the plates were different. All the cups, water cups, the coffee cups, the forks and knives, they were all different. And it added so much character to the restaurant. I really, really miss those days. Some of those restaurants still exist to this day. But you couldn't get a place open in New York City for like less than fucking 500, 600, 700K. And even then it's running a little tight.
I've no issue on the price.
Thank you.
Either of those dishes. No issue whatsoever.
Trust me, no matter where you open restaurant, everybody for sure gonna complain about price. I think this is the sad reality of Asian food. Our fried rice in central London, big enough to share, premium ingredient, $15.90. People still complain. But I guarantee you the same people, they pay $15.90 for pasta. Totally fine.
Yes. This is a thing. This really is a thing. I remember my first restaurant that I owned and operated. This was much earlier in my career. I would say 15 years ago, maybe more. I don't remember at this point. I'm 42 now. I took this place over when I was 21. Yeah. So, over 20 years ago. Did you see me struggle with the math a little bit? Not that kind of Asian. I remember taking over this restaurant, this Chinese restaurant. It was a takeout / dine-in restaurant, was beloved in Forest Hills, Queens. It was called Peking Duck Forest, really beloved restaurant in the neighborhood. Now a bunch of people are going to know that I'm the asshole that drove Peking Duck Forest to the ground, because I did. I was not capable to operate that kind of restaurant at that time. But the reason why I bring this up is when I took over, the first thing I did was increase prices. And I remember one day taking an order from a customer over the phone, took their order, told them the total, and the first thing they said to me, let's just say I said, $20, right? Something like that. It wasn't, I definitely know it wasn't over like 30, 40 bucks, but I said like $21.95. And the guy said, damn, for Chinese food, forget it, and hung up. Unfortunately, particularly the Chinese, and this is, to me, is just simple fact. Take it how you will. But unfortunately, Chinese cuisine for a long, long time, from my experience in the United States, particularly in the United States, had just undercut themselves generation after generation. But you don't see that with Korean food or Japanese food. They've consistently elevated themselves, right? Found ways to elevate them, as far as the price to food ratio and value perception. Unfortunately, now However, that has definitely started to change 1000%. There is a whole new generation of Chinese restaurants opening in New York City that are being opened by the second generation, the third generation, where they come in with the savvy business knowledge, with professional, kitchen experience that, wasn't just homegrown, learn on the job type of stuff, right? Not to say that that doesn't have value, but they're bringing what they learned from the outside and bringing it in and elevating it. So I definitely see a change, but for a long time, 100%, particularly with Chinese food or a lot of Asian food. I know this is Malaysian inspired food, but very much, let's just call it what it is. It's opened in Chinatown. People are going to have a specific perception of it. They're going to think it's too damn expensive simply because it's Chinese food.
Pull this over. So we have the wings.
I love wings. Can eat wings all day long.
We brush on a light marinade before we grill it.
Okay.
Now that is what
Give it flavor.
Okay. That is a proper wing.
Yeah.
Okay. Meat looks soft. Good.
Very slight smoky flavour.
Yep.
Good as well. What I really like about this, it has blown my head off. So liver spice hasn't really overtaken everything. Just pull you away. Wow.
Come on.
A lot of meat on the wings.
Good. Okay.
Sorry about.
And
be
don't
sorry.
worry, we improve music in restaurant now. It's not just this lo-fi bullshit.
So go into the mango salad.
Oh, nice.
Fresh,
Okay.
bright colours.
Look good.
So it looked like the Wellington came with that mango salad. This came with that mango salad. Great contrast. Nice touch. I'm all for it.
Mango. That's nice as well. Real freshness and zing.
Yeah.
That's the word. There's a zing.
Zing.
in that.
Okay.
See, I know Uncle Roger always complain about vegetable, but we have to put salad there.
It said the closed captioning said Western bowl, but he actually said vegetable.
To balance out the strong flavor.
yeah.
Otherwise, if everything strong flavor, then after a while, you're gonna get sick of it.
Right.
The salad allow you to cleanse your palate and keep eating. So this salad got purpose. It's not there for healthy. It's there so you can eat more.
There's a zing in there. I'm impressed.
What he say?
I'm depressed.
Oh, I'm
You
depressed.
depressed? I think you're trying to say you impressed because if all this food cannot make you happy, then Uncle Roger don't know what to say to
I
you.
love where he paused on this dude too. Zoom in on that.
Yeah, really good. Can I have your happy ending, please?
Hey.
I didn't want to say it to the
Oh
lady.
man, I mean, this restaurant's new, so that server it sounded like a genuine laugh. But I got to imagine at some point it's gonna get really old, and that's the server's like, I know it's fucking coming. This dude is gonna order the happy ending and chuckle as he orders it with me, and I just gotta. Yeah, you get jaded in the restaurant industry sometimes. Oh, I guess in any industry.
Hi, your nephew Gary. Don't pretend
Gary,
you never ask people for
I've been calling him Greg this whole time. His name's Gary.
a happy ending before. Happy ending is what we call dessert at our restaurant. Sorry, children.
Oh, it says. Does it say "Sorry, children" on the menu? That's hilarious. That's clever. I like that.
red. I feel really embarrassed at that.
Stop lying to people.
Can I have the ending to a chat?
You look like you've been to Thailand many times.
Now that's what you call a happy ending.
Yeah. Is that dessert?
It is. Who can take a picture? No,
Who this random guy?
Food, by the way.
Really good.
Really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's it.
Who go to restaurant and just talk to random people?
Well, that looks.
Well, if you're social, it's nice. Talk to random people.
I tell you, would you like to try? Excuse me. Would you like to try one?
I am not very, very social when I go out. I'm so inundated every day between everything I do, the restaurant, this channel, the podcast, my band, the family, now the merch store. Like I seek peace and quiet when I'm out. And when I work behind the counter at Mission Sandwich, my very trusty employee, Freddie Rivera, he is just super. He's young and full of energy and super outgoing and social. So I always make him interact with the customers. And I know he's definitely trying to get me a little bit out of my shell, because I used to be a very social person. But when you're so inundated with so many things every day, sometimes you lose sight of how important it is to be social.
What?
No, yeah, grab one of these. Yeah, no problem.
Don't give stranger your blue ball.
Why'd you make them blue then?
This dessert called sizzling blue Milo. It essentially pan-fried mochi on hot plate, and then we pour this condensed milk butter sauce on it. This dish made of cholesterol. That's why it tastes amazing.
That's right.
And look at the blue color. That's not food coloring, okay? Blue color come from butterfly pea flour. Classic Malaysian ingredient. You know from that auntie Aini Wijo, her clitoral bush?
This is my clitoria bush.
What? That what this is? Some people come to my restaurant and say this food coloring. Hiya, you don't know your Asian ingredient if that's what you think it is. And inside that mochi ball is Milo. Milo is this chocolatey.
Yes, this is very popular in Malaysia. My wife literally drinks this every night before bed with some not saltine crackers. I don't even remember. Anyway, she drinks this every single night. I see this busted out. And now my older daughter's starting to drink this every single night.
Drink everybody in Malaysia have to create a paste, put it as filling in there.
Overrated.
You're hungry just thinking about that.
You taste it?
Yeah.
No problem. So what's your name?
Adrian York.
Adrian York.
Uh-oh. Having a little bit of buffering issues here.
You taste it?
Yeah.
No problem. So what's your name?
Adrian York.
Yo,
meet you,
that good
Gary.
service.
Jared.
He noticed they sharing and immediately bring out plate. Don't even need to ask him. They're really good. Very well trained.
Yeah.
I'm doing a YouTube video here.
I'm for London Unattached. It's been online.
London
There we go. Grab the whole
unattached.
thing. Yeah, grab the
Let's
whole
see
thing.
Grab
what
the
he
whole
say
thing.
about my
Put the
restaurant.
whole ball in your mouth.
4-star? Why not 5-star? Hiya, Dr. Adrian York. Uncle Roger gonna put you in that cupboard.
Yeah, get in there.
Oh, but set up for the joke.
There we go. So let's hear your opinion. I'll put you on camera because I wouldn't think that'd be all right. But
Whose is it? Is it your...
And look at that back there. That's our executive chef, Darren Liu. But why he just chilling there? Chef Darren, get back to work.
so it's a dumpling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of like dumpling, I guess. Mochi is kind of like dumpling.
Mochi being made of rice. You know, dumplings, the popular version you probably know. Oh, look at that. Look who's calling. Hang on, let's pick this up. My. It wouldn't be an episode of Pro Chef Reacts if somebody didn't call to disturb it.
Wait, where are you filming it?
At home. Without you. And you called to disturb it, and I'm filming right now.
Well, that's a coinky dink.
Very buttery. You should do your own YouTube channel. Crikey, that didn't last long, did it?
Oh, wow.
Eat the whole thing and still give Uncle Roger 4-star. Hiya. What more can I do?
Yeah.
Sorry, would you
Not much.
would you other half lights? Try the other one.
Don't give away your food.
Now give
It's
away your
not
food.
Oliver Twist. What you doing?
Sorry, I'm just going to get him to sit here and do the review.
Okay, based on Uncle Roger experience, white people usually they're gonna find mochi texture a bit weird. They're not used to it. So
Yeah,
Uncle
fair.
Roger predict he gonna like the flavor, but the texture gonna mess him up.
That's a strange experience.
See? Strange experience. That's how Auntie Esther described our last date.
Come on, would I have that again or not?
Shout out Esther.
Don't know. Hang on.
Uncle Roger liked how he built suspense. Would I have that again? And then he finished the whole dish.
By the way, so Esther and I, way back in the day, used to hang out Where you been, man? You don't respond to my texts. She's freaking big time now with Food Network and everything. I'm too small time. I just do the YouTube thing. Actually, she does a lot of First We Feast stuff on YouTube too.
Oh, yeah. I'll have that again.
Fuyo!
It's a butterfly
Nice.
pea, which gives it its colours from Uncle Roger's hometown. I'm really apologise, Uncle Roger, because the chap who had the dessert, him and his other half decided, well, the person he's with, decided that they don't want another dessert because they've already had enough.
Don't give away.
Messing up. Okay. All right, Uncle Roger. Heard. Fair. Don't give away your food because then you're going to ruin his business. He's already doing this for passion, not to make money, guys. Okay? So order that dessert. That's where restaurants make that extra margin.
With your ball next time.
Oh, also buy a bottle of Gochujang a la Raj because you get a free t-shirt. Shameless plug.
I am
Too generous.
really impressed.
Awesome.
He's nice as
Hell
well.
yeah.
K1 by Uncle Roger. I was really pleasantly surprised. It's actually quite small in the downstairs area.
Uncle Roger's more in downstairs area also. If you come to Kawan, try to sit upstairs if you can. Better view, more lighting.
Okay.
Interesting, Uncle Roger's been here a fair bit.
Correct.
So he's overseeing the opening and he's been around. So he's clearly taking pride.
Ooh, we
in
saw that
his first
security.
restaurant here in London. What marks am I going to give it? I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
If you're in Chinatown and you fancy
Nice.
some Malaysian food, get in there, give it a try. And I know most people come here, it's a tourist area.
Thank you, Nephew Gary. Uncle Roger appreciate 9 out of 10. I hope you can come
Very
back
nice.
sometime and try our Chinese Wellington. Uncle Roger buy it for you, but be careful because you're food reviewer. If I buy you food, all your fans gonna think you shilling for my restaurant.
Nieces
That's
and
a thing
nephews,
nowadays.
thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.
That's cool. I want to check out more of
Raining.
his stuff.
Always raining. Does that mean I could be Uncle Gary?
No, you have to cook.
To be uncle, you need to know how to cook, not just eat. Personally, Uncle Roger, very proud of the whole team at Kawan. We created something special, unique, and delicious. But every restaurant got room for improvement. So if Uncle Roger got one critique about my restaurant, I would say, I wish when we designed the interior, we make the interior design feel more premium. Because right now our dishes use some fancy ingredient, you know, like scallop, XO sauce, Chinese olive. We have to charge mid-range pricing. But our decor inside make it feel like hawker center, like cafeteria, like that. So the price and interior decoration got little bit mismatched.
Yeah,
but of course
that's
we're
a thing.
always learning. So niece and nephew, give Kawan a try. Hopefully we do well, open second location, and then we can make interior design better.
That's really a thing. I want to add one more thing before we finish this video. You know, it's a double-edged sword. If you go more premium, charge higher prices. Yeah, you put more money in the beginning during the build out for better dishware, better tables, chairs, soundproof, sound treatment rather. But that comes at an expense, literally, right? You have to put the money up forward. But now your food's going to be under a lot more scrutiny because you are charging more money. But if you bring the goods and your food is good and people find your prices to be worth it, then that can be wildly, wildly profitable and put you in a very good place. Someone like Uncle Roger, if I had to think of this from a business perspective, I agree with Uncle Roger. He should have put that investment in the beginning if the food is that good based on what we just saw, because he does have enough of a fan base where right from the beginning when doors open, he will have that big push of customers. And I think he's done enough restaurants and has enough experience in the restaurant business at this point due to all his places in Malaysia where he knows that the food is on par to charge those prices. So really, I know it was kind of this thrown in thing at the end for him, but to me, that's what really stuck out. That was the business mind that I saw emerge for a second. And I think he's right on the mark about it, so. Before we close out this episode, I want to say thank you to all of my amazing patrons. Thank you so much for your support. And for the rest of you, please consider becoming a patron by clicking the link in the description below. By becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes and patron exclusive content. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I had a lot of fun with this. I need to check out more of Gary's videos. Let me know in the comments below which one you think I should check out, because that was a lot of fun. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did making it. And remember, it always gets better. And Frenchy's not here, so we're not together, but it's okay. All right. Peace, everybody. Later.